Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to HTR Extra. Happy 4th of July. Been a while since we've actually had the show on Sunday. So, for those who are out there listening, again, happy 4th of July. For those who aren't and you'll catch us on the archives, I hope you're enjoying your barbecues, pool parties, and whatnot. The weather was not cooperating for us down here in Miami. But this is Shane. I'm going to go at this probably alone. Demetrius is doing his family vacation thing. Basically, he's skipping work like he normally does. And Darius is probably in South Carolina doing his grilling with the family. Don't know where John is. But yeah, we're here, so getting you ready. Just going to go over a bunch of random stuff for the week, news, whatever not. Since it's just me, I'm probably just going to go over, a plethora of things, not just pertaining with wrestling. Last night, huge MMA, UFC 116, Brock Lesnar took Shane Carwin down in the second round, triangle chokehold, had Carwin submit. Now, I was going for Carwin, mainly because we have the same name. But, you gotta love the guys that come from wrestling, and Brock is a former WWE champion, and he's proving more and more that he's the real deal. I didn't watch the fight, but from what I've seen, there's some people are questioning whether or not the referee should have stopped the match during the first round, where Carwin was pounding the hell out of Brock to the point where Brock was, cowering on the ground, turtled up. However, Brock took that beating in the first round, and he was the first guy to ever escape the first round against Carwin. In Carwin's 12 matches, no one has passed the first round. So, Brock was, I guess, unlucky 13 for Carwin. Second round, Brock, again, did his triangular submission maneuver, and Carwin tapped out. So, no disputes. Your heavyweight champion of the world, Brock Lesnar, and I'm pretty sure that there's going to be probably a rematch somewhere down the line between these two. The whole card last night seemed to have been kick-ass. Undercards to everything else. Seth Petruzilla, the guy that beat Kimbo Slice 2 years ago, he lost against a guy who was making his UFC debut. This is lot of stuff. Levin won. I'm not a big MMA guy, so I'm not really going to, try to front like I know what the hell I'm talking about. But, it was a very good pay-per-view. I'm not sure if it did the million buys, but, many people are thinking that this could be a possible pay-per-view that did a million buys. But moving on from that, we've got the news about Ricky Steamboat. Ricky the Dragon was in the hospital the past few days, according to Jim Ross. His condition is stable. He'll probably be out sometime during the week. So that's all the best. Not sure exactly what Ricky had, if it was an aneurysm, because that's what everybody else was saying. But Jim Ross was saying it wasn't. So whatever, he was in the hospital. He's better. That's all that pretty much, is important. For Ring of Honor fans, Ring of Honor tryouts in Toronto coming up. They'll want to deal with the story, the crappy storylines, and you want to see a company that focuses more so on wrestling than anything, and Ring of Honor is where you probably want to go. And for those wrestlers interested, they're having tryouts in Toronto. It's less than a week away. It's going to be in Central and Western Canada. And you'll get a guaranteed Ring of Honor dark match Friday, July 9th between 2 and 7 p.m. and on Saturday, July 10th between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. Adam Pearce will be in Winnipeg, Manitoba, having the 2-day evaluation camp. So I think that this is, a good thing for those who are interested in perhaps not jumping right into the big fish, which is TNA and WWE, but getting on Ring of Honor, and you'll get some exposure. You'll get some good experience, and I don't know who wouldn't jump at this if you're in that Winnipeg area. That's definitely where I would be going. Now, let's just go over past week in wrestling, I should say. I will start in TNA. They were Thursday. And again, TNA continues to improve their showing. The shows have become so much better. I don't know what's different, what they're doing different in the back, but it's so much more of a pleasure to watch TNA now on Thursdays. It's not being a drag and everything. The Pope returns. HTR's boy, D'Angelo De Niro, he returned. Crowd loves him. This guy, there's just something about this guy that he's just so endearing to fans. He comes out and you would think that it was like Austin coming back. I mean, granted, it's TNA in the Impact Zone, so it's a smaller venue and it's more personal. But the people